Moved here in 1986. Yep, it's amazing to live in one place so long.
Well, we chose to live here because we wanted to be out in the country, and we like the peace and quiet. I was working at the school then, and it's close to the school, and there weren't a lot of options at the time, and it was in our price range.
Pretty amazing that we could live so primitive all of these years. It's just hard to believe, but it was just our life. It was just the way we lived.
And it's hard to find water out here. We're not the only people that pump out of the river and have to haul drinking water.
It's empty already. All right. We haven't been able to drink water here for years, well, ever. We've been here 34 years on this road, and we pumped out of the river the entire 34 years.
I live in rural northwest Arkansas, an area of great natural beauty, but where access to basic services like drinking water can be extremely difficult. Life without drinking water can be strenuous and stressful. You are constantly worried about how much water you have and how much water will be consumed in a simple day-to-day activities.
Well, originally we were connected to a spring up in the woods, and I asked my husband. I said, "Well, what's the water system like?" And he said, "Well, it's just a stroll up to the spring up there, and it's in good condition." And after we moved in, it wasn't long that wasn't working, so we switched to the river, and for a while that worked all right.
And here's where the pump is, down there. I have a 220 pump in the river. And then I have an electric box up above and one down here. And the power and water line come down and go over these logs down here, and the pump is in a bucket. And then I have a 1/4 mile of buried water line and power line through the pasture, goes under the highway out here to another pump, which runs it another 1/4 mile up to a tank, a water tank, and then it's gravity fed. It's pushing air all the way from the river pump. So our water pressure isn't real good. In fact, it's starting to trickle nowadays.
Every time Steve would turn the pumps on, he was, is it going to work? Because sometimes the wire would come off down there. And
sometimes I get it so I don't have to go for like months, several months. And then there's other times when I have to go down there every time I turn the pump on. And in the dead of winter, that field is a nightmare. I drive a 40-mile round trip to a spring, and I get 40 or 50 gallons of water in gallon jugs, and that's how we cook and drink. And then we just take our showers and do laundry with the river. It's been the way it is.
in December, before Christmas, the pump quit working, so we got another pump, but we couldn't make it work.
So we were out of water for 2 months, living out of rain barrels. So I'm getting too old for this stuff.
And we pride ourselves in being family-oriented, but also really being engaged in our local communities. And I think we've found a partner that has those same values in Goulds. And when Goulds let us know about the Watermark project, it was something that piqued our interest right away.
So in this area, well drilling is pretty difficult. The formations are a dense clay stone. There's not a lot of water out here. The aquifers are very few and far between, and so we had a real tough time locating some water out here. We've been installing Goulds products for almost 20 years. Goulds has such a large variety of products and pumps that we can get a pump for almost any application we need from one manufacturer.
Well, we wondered if it was going to happen, if they would find water, you know, and it was stressful, you know. They told us that they'd do whatever it takes, but like my husband said, if there's no water, there's no water. And so we were concerned that it wasn't going to happen.
I kind of knew what was here, and I thought, well, there's only one more option, and that's clear down the corner of the property, down on the property line. And when they got to 300 feet and didn't find anything, I kind of thought maybe that was the end of it. So we were starting to think maybe they're going to give up. There it is.
We were just very surprised and very grateful.
Oh my goodness. There's water coming out of our ground.
The plan now is to, we set up a 2,500 gallon storage tank. The well is going to pump into that on a timer, and then we'll pressurize that to the house. The water has a high TDS, total dissolved solids, and so we're going to use a small under the sink RO in the house for the drinking water.
Our employees are also very excited to be involved, and we've had quite a few people volunteer, you know, all the way from ordering products and getting those out to the install site to, you know, we're building a pump house from scratch. Super exciting. It's great to see the smiles of the Gleasons when we're out there, and it's heartwarming to participate at this level, and we take a lot of pride in that.
It's wonderful to have a well, because if something happens to me, Lana will have a well, so she'll be all right.
Well, it'd be wonderful to be able to drink water out of the tap and to cook and do dishes and with clean water and not have to worry about that.
We're just thankful for everything. It's been so much. It's way beyond our capabilities.
It wouldn't have happened. It never would have happened.
Never would have happened.
Everyone deserves water. It's a natural resource. Stories like the Gleasons absolutely touch our heart. This is a testament to our partnership with the Waterwell Trust and Waterboys that we can help solve water together.